With motherfucking Goody. Keeping it back with my tea of the day. Welcome to season 3. Welcome, guys. Thank y'all for rocking out with me. 7.6 listeners on Anchor. And all my other listeners on Spotify, on Apple, on anywhere where you can listen to podcasts. Like, what's Goody? So, I'm gonna start off season 3 right with, I think it's safe to say that this is a classic album in 2021. And it's very rare to say that. Because a lot of music, especially lately, have not really been it. It hasn't gave what it was supposed to give.
Project halls, 40 side where niggas seen it all. I can send niggas a slide. I rather show them the ropes. Integrity matters the most. I get a hood hope. Jeez. Yeah. QBA, Q-Ravens, what side? Let's go. My thumb struck a lot of lighters, pulled a lot of all-nighters, banned from some after-hour spots. My crew would choose violence, moving silence. Who knew I grew to build an empire? Streets had me against the ropes, would've thought I was zip line. Bottomless Bellinis, afternoon sun. Girls twerking on the tables, they just having fun. Leave them girls alone, you the owner, what you want? Buckets of Dom P, how many you want? My nigga, he brought his son, got his dad's face.
Yeah, so let's get into Mr. Escobar, Mr. Nas, Mr. Nasir, Mr. King Disease 2. What was it given? Did they give what they were supposed to give for y'all? Because it was everything for me. Like, it definitely felt like he was back in his bag. He was really back in his grind, and it really felt amazing to hear and to see how comfortable, how confident he was. Like, he's always been confident. He's always been comfortable. But it just felt like I wasn't getting what I needed from, like, the last few projects that he put out. But I feel like this definitely gave me, like, back to, like, Illmatic, Stillmatic, Godson type vibes. Like, not necessarily lyrically, but definitely, like, just the imprint and just the music itself was fucking everything. It really was everything. Let's get into the track listing. Track number 1, The Pressure. 2, Date, Death Row East. 45. EPMD 2 featuring Eminem and EPMD. Rare, YKTV featuring A Boogie and YG. Store Run. Without Store Run, y'all. Like, Store Run is everything. Moments. A classic. Nobody featuring Miss Lauryn Hill. No Phony Love featuring Charlie Wilson. Brunch on Sunday featuring BIXXT. Don't know who that is, but he's definitely was needed on that song. Count Me In. Composure featuring Hit Boy. My Bible. And Nas is God. So, if you haven't listened to my podcast when I review albums, I kind of go over some statements and some bars that stood out for me. Some lines and some bars that stood out specifically for me. Then I'm going to rate the albums and give you my personal favorites. Like, who wouldn't like to do that? So let's get into my first track that I just want to get into. The Pressure. The opening track. And you know, a lot of artists don't know how to open or close an album, and that be the fucking problem. But Nas here, he knew how to fucking open it. Pressure. The world on my shoulder is getting too heavy. I've been bench pressing, the problem ain't even get sweaty. Like, the analogies from like working out in the gym, with the analogies of having so many problems that you have to juggle. But he ain't even sweating any of his problems. His problems is heavy. He's going through a lot of shit, just like we all do. But he's not even sweating over it, because he already know it's good, he already know it's handled. Cops brutalizing kids. I see it too steadily. And that's the sad truth. Like, the way cops don't know their fucking roles. Cops are supposed to be protecting us, and they killing us. And we see it on the regular now. Like, it's sad. And the little versions of who? Niggas is no replacement. You can never replace me. That's that constant. That's that New York shit. Like, period. Let's get into 40 Side. This is, of course, a Queens reference, because he's always talking about 40 Side in a lot of his music. Queens, going back to the hood, going back to the project buildings. Like, this is Nas. So, 40 Side. 40 Side, when niggas seen it all. I can send the nigga a slide. I'd rather show the nigga a rope. I can send niggas a slide. I'd rather show them the ropes. I'd rather show you how to get a bag, how to get out the project buildings. I can easily give you a slide. And I'd rather show you the ropes. I'd rather show you how to get where you need to get to. Integrity makes the most. I gave the hood hope. For Hood Classic. Damn, I gave the hood classics. Something to open your mind instead of going out crashing. How would you rail when you hate the rail? Let's end it like that. Like, how would you rail when you hate the rail? Like, this song was definitely a hood classic. The beat was fucking insane. The beat was crazy. I loved his flow on the beat. Like period. 45. Now we get into EPMD 2. So, this is with, Eric Sherman, Nas, Emma motherfucking M, and EMPD. So, when I say Nas fast, but when I say M fast, I'm fast. I'm happy that they finally did a song together. I think this is like the first or second song that they did together. But when rappers really get in a bag with another rapper, and there's no competition, it's just them showing what the fuck they can bring to the table. It's everything to me. Like, it really is amazing. So, Bucket on Low, like Eric and Parrish. Closed captive flow. Oh, you niggas get dead it. They don't give you one single rose while you can smell it. So I picked from my own garden. The wine bottles on Maggie extra large. Sign up for my masterclass, Escobar. Just a little him, being cocky, popping his shit as he needs to. Cause a lot of people forget what the fuck Nas brought to the table, what the fuck Nas is about. We always talk about the greats. I feel like we definitely talk about Nas, but he don't get enough credit as he deserves to get. Maybe because he wasn't as mainstream as a lot of the rappers. I don't know. But Nas got some hits, Nas got some classics, and Nas was about the hood. Like, he was about that street life. And Spaz, I'm happy he brought up a whole bunch of dope ass rappers in his rap and include himself in it, because he definitely is part of the conversation. So let's give him his credit. Now let's get into moments. This song is just, it's a classic. It's a classic, like, you can listen to this anywhere. And it's just a whole fucking vibe. Like, this album is a vibe. Moments. Like, taking your first swim. Like, still being a virgin. Taking training wheels off the rims. Moving into your first crib or having your first kid. Moments you can't relive. Moments you can't relive. Like your first time bugging from something that Nas said. We all have that moment where we were like, why did he say that? Like, Illmatic will always be like my top Nas album. And it's just the storytelling on the album. It was the flow. It was just everything combined that made that moment for me. And every time I listen to Nas, it's always, unfortunately, not necessarily comparing, but reliving how I felt then compared to what it is now, kind of thing. Let's get into Nobody. He got Miss Lauryn Hill to get in her bag and to rap. I don't mean like she sung, I don't mean like she just gave us a few little bars, she rapped. She gave us a full 16. And she was the highlight of the song for me. Like, Nas did what he needed to do, but to see Miss Lauryn get in her bag, do what she did, it's undeniable. Their chemistry together. Because let's not forget When I Rule the World. Oh, God, I love to love you, baby. My diamond curls. I'm in all my phone. Like, nobody. She's talking about. I love how she came in, like, it was scratchy in the first. Like, she just kind of repeat, all my time has been focused on my freedom now. Why would I join them when I can beat them now? I'm talking about my lateness, but I'm trying to save y'all. Like, she was spitting. And I'm happy to see she really got in her bag. Let's not forget about Breakfast Sunday. Like, that song is everything. No Phony Love, like Charlie Wilson killed the chorus. Like, he was definitely, like, Nas' mind, I tell you. Storm. Yo, Storm and Rare, that beat change in the end that you were not even fucking expecting, that he rips it on that. Like, if you're looking for, like, lyrical, he's not lyrical on here. Like, he is just, it's a chill vibe. It's a cohesive album. He's telling a story. And he's just giving you stories. Like, you gotta really pay attention. Like, he's one of those rappers where you have to really pay attention to what the fuck he's saying. And you just have to go on the ride with him and understand his mindset, understand the story that he's telling. Because this whole album is just stories after story after story. Like Stormin' though. Best song on the album. This album, for me, is definitely 10 out of 10. And it's because he got in his bag. He was super confident. And he wasn't trying to recreate anything here. He just put this out and made it a masterpiece. But he wasn't trying to make it a masterpiece. He wasn't trying to recreate any of his old stuff. And to me, like, my personal opinion, like, this was better than King Disease. The first one. The first one was cute. I liked it. But I felt like it was still missing something. I felt like he got it here. So if you haven't listened to this album, go listen to it. Because you're missing out if you haven't. You're missing out on greatness, you're missing out on talent, and who would want to do that? So my top 3 tracks is definitely Store Run. It's definitely EPMD2. And I gotta give it to 45. Yeah, but it's nobody. So, yeah, I gotta do top 4. Because nobody gotta be in the top 4. Has to. So, thank y'all for listening to season 3. Episode 1. Thank y'all for, being on this ride with me. Of course, you can hit me up on IG. Kimi's Tea of the Day. I have my own new Instagram page. Hopefully you like my new cover art for my podcast. Season 3 is gonna be giving a lot more, just the right amount of everything. Hopefully some more people gonna come on, some interviews that I'm trying to put in the works. So just be on the lookout. Let's get it. Laters.